Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm a bit late to this, like I was to the Don't Feed the Muse video. I was busy binging the series instead of making a video about it. Thanks for your patience. The final episode of the Inanimate Insanity movie, episode 18, Objects in Mirror, came out on November 29, and today is May 19.
It's hard to keep track of time here.
So, without further ado, here are my thoughts on episode 18. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the episode, I recommend seeing it before this video. My thoughts. This was the happy ending we all needed. The insanity is finally over. I liked the cameo with Me Phone 4S and their discussion about anger and aggression. I enjoyed how everyone embraces the qualities Me Phone originally wanted them to be self-conscious of as a form of drama, and the realization that, despite being simulated life forms, they were still conscious and had personal experiences, which meant they were real. This really helped Suitcase after she was disoriented by her inability to tell what was real. They think, therefore they are. I also like how Soap, the one who was afraid of tissues because of his condition, is now the one consoling him. I liked how Brian Coach, head writer of Season 2, put his passion for cartoons in the script, and how everybody got the happy cartoon ending where everyone has a dance party after they brutally kill the villain. Speaking of, though many of us hoped that Steve Cobbs would get arrested, or, though it was the least bit likely, have some form of redemption, the writers did the thing that most of us were anticipating and popped Steve Cobbs into popcorn. To be honest, I anticipated this death too, but after the show started being more serious, I expected him to suffer a more realistic defeat, like getting arrested. And that's what I like most about this ending. The show has decided to let go of this seriousness and embrace its silly and chaotic nature. Instead of arresting Cobbs, like many of us would expect from a more serious show, they straight up turned him into popcorn. Rightly so, I guess, because Cobbs was an egomaniac and way beyond redemption. The part where Me Phone left was a bit sad. This contestant grew with this game show host for 3 years or 14 years from our perspective. Though it was for the best because Me Phone put the contestants through so much trauma. Some of them weren't traumatized at all, however, and missed Me Phone when he left. Me Phone set up this competition show and created the contestants as a form of escapism. Honestly, Me Phone reminds me a bit of myself. I also relate to avoiding the problems of my anyway. Luckily for Me Phone, he doesn't have to escape anymore, now that Steve Cobbs is dead. One place he would have to leave, though, is the former contestant grounds. They were all mentally scarred by what Me Phone put them through, so even though Me Phone created them, it would be best for Me Phone to leave them alone. I thoroughly enjoyed the dance party and song at the end, where everyone sings about how the show doesn't control them anymore, and they're free to be whoever they want, regardless of the character types Me Phone programmed for them. I always liked how the show explored themes of identity. I would also be whoever I wanted if I knew how. Now this series still leaves me with some questions. Questions: what is the glowing shimmer-shaped device the shimmers left on the former contestant grounds? Well, they announced a 4th season, so that might be revealed to us soon. Also, did Me Phone 4S escape from the Me afterlife off-screen? Or did he stay in Me Phone 4's programming? Maybe we'll find out in Season 4. Anyway, I'll see you next time, whenever next time is.